Ladies and gentlemen, I am Sergei Vasilyevich Rachmaninoff, born in 1873 on an estate near Novgorod in Russia. My earliest years were filled with music, though my family life was less steady. It was in Moscow at the conservatory that I found discipline under teachers like Nikolai Zverev and Sergei Taneyev. There I learned that mastery at the piano requires more than talent. It demands rigor, humility, and devotion. I began as both a pianist and composer, and success came quickly with my prelude in C-sharp minor. Audiences demanded it everywhere I went, though I confess I sometimes tired of its shadow over my other works. My first symphony, however, was a disaster. Its failed premiere plunged me into despair so deep I could not compose for years. Only through the guidance of Dr. Nikolai Dahl, who treated my spirit as well as my mind, did music return to me. Out of that renewal came my second piano concerto, which has become perhaps my best-loved work. As the years passed, I divided myself between the concert stage and the composer's desk. I wrote 4 piano concertos, symphonies, choral works, and smaller pieces. Music always bound to melody, for I could never abandon the singing line. Some said my style was old-fashioned as modernism took hold, but I wrote as I felt, with heart before theory. The revolution of 1917 forced me from Russia. Exile was my fate, first in Scandinavia, then America, later in Switzerland. I made my living as a performer. Long tours, endless trains, new cities every week. Audiences heard my interpretations of Chopin, Liszt, and my own works. The concert hall sustained me, but each hour at the piano was an hour stolen from composition. Still, I left behind my rhapsody on a theme of Paganini, the Third Symphony, and the symphonic dances, works born of longing for my homeland and colored by memory. And then, unexpectedly, my music found another life in the cinema. In Hollywood, directors and audiences embraced the sweeping melodies of my concertos and preludes. They discovered in them the same drama, the same emotional weight that I had always sought to express. Though I never wrote for film, it pleases me to know that my voice accompanied not only the stage and concert hall, but also the silver screen. I was the last in a line of Russian romantics, yet I looked always forward, to clarity, to directness of emotion. If my music endures, I hope it is because it speaks simply and sincerely to the human heart. I died in 1943, far from the soil of Russia. But I carried her within me in every phrase I wrote. Music was my truest language, the bridge between sorrow and joy, between exile and home. Thank you.